Hey guys, it's Hurricane Karina.
And HR.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
And welcome back to the Late Podcast. The law according to Eric.
What?
Sadly, Eric's not here tonight, apparently.
No, you know why?
Oh, snakes on a plane.
That's right. It's a plane ride from hell. So I don't want to see any more motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
I wouldn't want to either.
Right?
Exactly. I would die. Not even by the snakes. I would just have a heart attack. So, yeah.
I'd rather have snakes than spiders, to be honest.
Then what? As opposed to?
Snakes?
A spider. I'd rather have a snake than a spider.
Oh, I thought you said snakes and spiders.
No.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
No, I'd rather take the spiders. You can
Really?
step on those motherfuckers and they'll die.
What if they're like all crawling all over you?
They can't strangle you, Jen. Snakes can strangle you, Jen.
Oh, only the really big ones.
This episode is going in a direction that I don't want to take it in because I'm already getting queasy.
Getting like Jungle Book or like Rapids.
I'm just getting queasy. I'm just getting queasy thinking about it.
You started it with snakes on the plane.
I was just trying to be humorous about my man Samuel L. Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as was already spoiled on Wednesday's episode. Today is about plane rides from hell.
Yes.
We've all had them. We've all been on them. We've all witnessed things.
Yes.
So, of course, our trusty reporter Hurricane scoured Reddit for plane
some
ride
funny
from hell
stories. Yes.
But I will, if it's okay, I will kick things off with my own plane ride from hell once.
Okay.
When my middle daughter Maya was 3, and before Matthew was born. So
that was in her prime fuck it days.
Actually, she was 2. Right? We went to Hawaii for a week with another couple.
That's 6 hours.
The flight back, something happened. She literally cried 4.5 hours straight.
Oh my God.
And I don't just mean like kid, like,
right.
No, she was full on.
She was boohoo crying.
There was pacifier didn't help, bottle didn't help, bouncing on the knee didn't help. Nothing. She didn't give a fuck.
She was not fuck it that day.
No. She was fuck everyone else.
And fuck everyone else that day, yeah.
Oh no.
And the looks I was getting.
Oh no!
Oh, I've had that experience. Sam actually, when he was a baby, he did the same thing on a flight. Yeah.
Oh,
could not.
I'll give you one more. HR and I are flying back from Greece.
Right.
Okay. We're already in the fucking coach section of the fucked up cabin.
Right.
Okay? All right. I'm on the window row. I'm by the window. HR's in the middle because she's smaller. It's a little easier for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then
sure.
in the aisle was this fucking needy Karen who had some kind of cold
or
flu.
No.
And the bitch kept taking like this eucalyptus essential oil.
I would kill her. I would have taken that shit from her. Be like, no more. I'd be like, no fucking more.
I was very close to losing it.
Oh, God. Yeah. I don't have horror flights. I really don't have a horror flight. Like, I think the 2 incidents, they just make me laugh. Like, when my brother was, like, a couple months old, maybe. First, Brian was a big baby. Okay, my brother was a huge baby. Somehow, he kicked the window out of the plane. Like, the fucking window. Yeah, in the air. But they have 2 glasses, so he only kicked the first one out.
Oh, my God.
Because he was throwing a fit, and he as a baby, he was fucking irritated, I guess. He threw a fit, kicked the window. It broke completely.
Yeah.
Which made me think either this baby's strong as hell or this plane is not as fit as it's supposed to be, because why did a baby, break your window?
Baby fruit. Yeah.
Exactly. But the good news on that was we got upgraded to first class because they had to close down that seat because we couldn't sit there.
Oh.
So again, no horror stories for me. And the second one, I think that was like my most horror story, was being on a plane, and this from Hawaii, but it was only like the last 30 minutes maybe that the kid was singing the ABCs, but out of order. So it wasn't ABC. It was like ARS, JK. That's how she was singing it. The only funny part was someone else had yelled out, "Yeah, girl, remix." So it made it better. So those are my only 2 horror stories, I think, flying. So
the tea tree oil bitch, it was so bad and it was so strong. It was
bet.
A 15-hour flight from Greece to Atlanta, which is where the layover was or wherever. Like, awful.
That's why the tea tree oil in the other office would trigger you, huh?
Probably. Now I think about it, you're probably right.
I was next to it. You were not next to it. I was next to it.
Okay, it was strong enough for everybody felt it.
I believe you.
What annoyed me the most is when she got up, she didn't put her tray table up. So
she left the shit down, right.
So I just stepped all over her shit.
I would have too at this point. Fuck her. Yeah, me too, honestly. Yeah.
You know what would have happened to me if I did that? I would have fallen, and then she would have said, "What a klutz."
Yep. And if
Oh.
I would have done that, they would be like, this new generation doesn't respect anybody. That's their favorite
Right,
fucking saying.
I know. By the way, not that this is related to airplane flights from hell, but when talk about like potentially lunch from hell. So my 91-year-old client that I check in on every now and then,
Right.
and asked if I can go to lunch with
Right.
him on Saturday.
Oh,
So it's okay, fine. 11:30 a.m.
you're going to brunch.
I'm going to lunch
You're going to
at
brunch.
11:30 a.m. at a pizza place that he likes. Because I let him pick where. And that was on Tuesday.
Mhm.
I already had an email this morning confirming with me, making sure.
24 hours later.
Just less than 24 hours even. Just want to make sure you're going to be there. It's okay, I will.
I'm surprised you didn't ask if HR was going to be there.
Oh, I think he knows. He doesn't want me to get upset.
No.
Right? Not like, Legary, who he had Legary was a 0 on the Feldman over the birthday weekend.
We still need you to talk to Legary. He's a multimillionaire. Take one for the team. Come on.
He's an 8-figure
he's
guy.
cheap as fuck. He's not. He's not sharing with anyone.
He might die soon, you know?
He's an 8-figure guy, right? For sure. But no, there is no talking to Legary. And he just like, and you. He just looked right at you. You just have the most beautiful smile or something like right next to me. It's almost as bad as like when I, talk about Evelyn and Ricky or whatever, like right next to Ricky.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying I wasn't quite prepared for that.
Right.
And if it was anybody else, I might have said something.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. But,
you don't see me right here?
No, but it's because
Yes,
it's my.
I attract the geriatric club.
No, because it's my non.
No, you haven't seen the FedEx guy knows her name.
Oh, I was here for that.
Jennifer, right? I was like, no, you weren't here yesterday. Yeah, he came in. He was like, Jennifer. And she said his name back too. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, they know each other. I was like, okay.
So while I'm sweating in court, driving 3 hours round trip, I got the FedEx guy, making like, let me just talk to you.
And he's older too. You just attract all these older men. It's so funny. Like white haired old. The FedEx guy's like white haired old.
I'm just saying. Look, that's not the first time the FedEx guy. Last time he came, he was like, "Why you just have beautiful hair?" Like,
no, that was a different guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, a different FedEx guy. That was the DHL guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot about that. I was like, there's more.
No, he was a young guy.
Period.
Oh,
you understand? Are you catching the subliminal message?
I am. You're lucky that the male guy doesn't come up here.
I know, right?
Because that would have been another one. Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I could go all day on this.
Exactly.
There's something about guys that just don't lose all shame if they see something they want. Like, they just don't care.
Well, they don't know that she's with you.
Oh, man, come on.
How does the FedEx guy know that?
Because I'm sitting like, I'm sitting there looking, the FedEx guy, I guess I wasn't here.
Exactly.
But the DHL guy, like I remember, like I'm literally like looking out of my office, like right at him, like buddy, like really?
Hey.
I know. It's so funny. It's just so cute. Oh,
it is.
Yuck.
It is. Howdy, Jen. Let's put her on Love Island next.
I'm just happy anyone's still looking.
See? Exactly. Period.
Yeah.
All right. So
I guess it's time.
Is it time now?
Yes.
Because we went on a 8-minute little rant.
A little bit of a rant. Well,
exactly. That's shorter than usual.
Yeah, that's kind of par for the course for us. Yeah,
exactly. All right.
Last episode was like an hour 43, the longest we ever had.
Yeah, if you guys listen, thank you. If you guys listen to the whole thing, because I don't blame you if you stopped.
Let me tell you, because I had a doctor's appointment in the morning, so it took me a long time to get back to the office. I actually got through almost all of it. And then I listened to myself the last 10 minutes on my own because I don't want to put HR through it again. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, I want, so.
There you go.
So I got through the whole thing. But yeah, we went quite a while.
Yeah, we did. I know. All right.
There's no cookies today, so maybe
no
we're
cookies
not going
to. We have the cookies from Lexitas.
Well, that's true. No, that Tiffy time cookie place or whatever.
Those were good. Yeah.
I'm going to get like a different flavor this time, but I almost got it, but then I realized it's getting late and then we won't be able to let it in the building. So like,
we're going to have to go down.
Next week
yeah.
All right. So we're going to talk about planes or what?
Let's go.
Okay. I'm waiting for you. Come on now.
Am I the asshole for telling a lady to put her dog back in the carrier on the airplane? I, 35 male, had to fly to LA this morning on Delta. I don't know why he told us
because Delta sucks. Because that's when my
leave the airport.
Because that's when my non-crazy sister-in-law booked our flights on.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm with this.
Did you hear about the lady that got a blanket that had shit on it from Delta?
No, but I don't.
Like actual shit.
Like rat shit? Or
no, like human shit.
Oh, really? Was that in the bathroom that Josh used before?
It could have been.
Did they
Hey,
find-
it could have
did they
been.
pick that blanket up in the
Right,
forest?
right,
Oh, next to a
exactly,
tree?
I thought
exactly.
they came wrapped in plastic.
That was the concerning part.
Oh.
Yeah, she was like,
But
yeah,
shit
because
was wrapped
everyone
in
was
plastic?
asking, like, was it in? And she said she literally had to take it out, and it wasn't like on the outside. It was when she unfolded, it was on the inside.
God.
So yeah, I think she got like credit from Delta, but she's like, I don't want to fucking fly with them anymore. Like, what
No,
the
that's
fuck?
brutal.
So yeah, but all right, let's hear this one.
Hit me.
He had an aisle seat, he says. It was a smaller plane with 2 seats per side. No TV or movies on this flight, and I wasn't paying for Wi-Fi, so it was just me and my music. 10 minutes into the flight, the lady, in her 40s, across the aisle was moving around and trying to get in her personal items. She bust out a dog. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not dog friendly. So I tell the lady firmly, you better put that dog back in the carrier. She says it's really cramped in the carrier and the dog would rather be on her lap. I tell her to put it away or this could be a bigger scene for her. She reluctantly put it away, and the rest of the flight, she would baby talk the dog and call me an asshole repeatedly. I complained to the flight attendants after the flight. Now my friends are saying I'm the asshole. Am I the asshole for this?
Yes, you are.
She was ready. She was ready the minute she heard the title. Let me.
Yeah, fuck your dog hating.
Exactly.
Soul. The dog was. You said the dog wasn't doing anything.
It wasn't.
It was just sitting there.
Also,
on her
if
lap.
the dog can sit on her lap, this is a small dog. Like this is a purse
it's a
dog
little
at
dog.
most. Yeah, like this
It's
isn't
probably
like a
not
fucking
German
pit bull.
Shepherd.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's the asshole. The dog isn't fucking bothering you. It's not next to you. It's in the aisle
Yeah.
across from you. What the fuck does it bother you? The dog wasn't barking.
I'm going to agree.
Oh wow.
I know. I don't usually. But
Right.
number one, I also like dogs.
Yeah.
But more importantly than that, I've seen dogs and stuff brought on the planes. They have like the pet carriers.
Yeah.
Okay, and they
They
are
have
kind
little
of
pet
small.
passports.
Well, they're all kind of small. But honestly, unless the dog is urinating or barking or shitting, who cares?
Or biting.
Right. Who cares?
Yeah,
If the dog is that obedient, then he'll sit on her lap comfortably
Right.
and quietly. And if it's an emotional support animal that helps her anyway, like let's say
Exactly.
it's flying anxiety,
Exactly.
we don't know. But just because he doesn't like it, again, if the dog were running up and down the aisle, scratching at his leg, that's different.
Exactly.
I get that. And I
Yeah.
would be more on Team Billy
Yes.
if that were happening. But and Team Billy's the poster.
Yeah.
So you'd think if that was going on, he'd say that.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So this is like, well, you'd better put fuck you.
Exactly.
And then, so good on Lucinda for being like, Scruffy, that man is such an asshole. I
had to
know.
put you in the
I
carrier.
know he is.
I know.
I know.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. Have a mint or whatever.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm all for that. So this is going to be a quick first one. I'm giving Billy 4.5 dingleberries. The only reason I'm not going full 5 is I know some people really on flights, especially, they get a little nervous about that.
Right.
Maybe there's a bit more to it than him just being a jerk.
Yeah.
Right. But otherwise, no. And I'm only giving a tiny bit of credit for that.
Yeah.
4.5 dingleberries to Billy for dog hater Billy. And I'm giving him a 3 on the Feldman.
For posting it?
And no, it's bitching about the stewardess.
Yeah.
Like making it
Yeah.
really a thing.
Yeah. No, and then the threat to the lady. This will make a bigger scene if you don't
Yeah,
stop.
fuck you.
What
And by
the
the way,
fuck?
what's worse is and again, if they were right next to each other and the dog were somehow impeding his space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
something is different,
Exactly.
but they're across the aisles. Honestly, why does he give a shit about any of
Exactly.
it?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
so
the dog would just. I mean, if the woman had a kid on her lap, the kid would probably be way more disruptive. I'm sure the
100%.
dog would.
Also, the
sitting
dog
there.
has a plane ticket. So she
Yeah.
paid for that motherfucker to be on there. So
I'm just,
you can't even pay for Wi-Fi. And lady paid for her dog, so fuck you.
I'm with you on a lot of the. I mean, I don't think the Wi-Fi matters, but I'm with you on.
No,
the
it just
principle
proved
of
to
it.
me he won't even spend money on Wi-Fi.
Well, he could be Tweety Bird. Just, cheap.
That
It could be.
Yeah.
Right? But otherwise, I mean, I just think the guy's way out of line. for
Yeah.
doing that.
No, me too.
If the dog wasn't a disturbance
Yeah.
to him or anybody else, then.
And you
what
know
was
it wasn't because he didn't mention
That's
it,
what
like
I'm
you
saying.
said.
It's like, what
Yeah.
was the point?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Did Reddit tell him he's the asshole?
Reddit actually on this one had said that everyone sucked, which I was
Really?
surprised at because they were saying like some people could be allergic and she could put it in the
yeah,
case.
but that would have been said.
Exactly.
Like, if-
exactly.
Because let me tell you, I'm allergic to cats.
Yeah.
Okay. If a lady breaks out a cat close enough to me, I'll just say, "Listen, do you mind? I'm allergic."
Exactly.
Or
Yeah.
I ask the stewardess, "Can you find a different seat for me?" Like I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I wouldn't threaten.
No, yeah,
I
of
wouldn't like
course.
make a bigger scene about
Exactly. No,
it. Right.
yeah.
And if somebody was allergic, they would have been the ones to say
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
Not dickhead Billy,
Mhm.
right? Who goes out of his way. Now again, even if I wasn't a dog lover, I think I'd feel the same way.
Yeah. No, same.
So 4.5 and 3 on the Feldman.
I'm going 5. I'll agree with the 3, but I'm going 5 just because fuck you for hating on the dog. I think
Yeah,
you're
I
going
agree.
5 too. I was like, I
Five.
think she's going 5 too. All right. That was the easy first one. Next one.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for refusing to go back to my originally assigned seat on the plane?
Huh.
I, 31 female, was traveling today with my 19-month-old son on a plane on a 3-hour flight.
Oh, God.
My son, being under 2, has to sit on my lap. I also had a big backpack with all the necessities that I usually keep on the floor and is easily accessible to me. It can get crowded fast, but that's just how it is when you travel alone with a young child. I got assigned a random seat. She gave it 12C at check-in and ended up being in a row with no other empty seat. Although I appreciate it when there is an empty seat next to me, as it has greatly improves my flight experience, it's not an expectation, and I never asked for that. Wait, I think she meant I have never asked for it at check-in. Once the boarding was completed, but before takeoff, a flight attendant actually came to me and offered to move us 3 rows up at 9C because there were 2 seats available there, and that they usually try to accommodate people with young infants. I was delighted and accepted right away. The flight attendant helped me move all of my things and explain the situation to the other passenger on row 9. The passenger did not appreciate it at all. She started complaining to the flight attendant that she was planning to sleep on the flight and now it would be impossible with me sitting next to her. That she specifically chose this seat while checking online because the row was empty and it was going to be a nightmare now. The flight attendant simply explained that both my seats, old and new, are standard and that the woman only paid for her own seat. That the woman only paid for her own seat and that their policy is trying to accommodate young parents if possible. The woman then told me that I should be ashamed to impose all this noise on people that are just trying to enjoy their flight, especially since it wasn't even my seat and I didn't pay for it. Honestly, I'm really not good with confrontation and I usually end up crying or apologizing, so I just ignored her the whole way, as if she didn't speak at all. That got her even more angry, but she finally stopped complaining after a while. My son only cried once and I got it down really easily. I got some stinky eye and some other rude comments from her, but all in all, the flight was way more comfortable for us this way. So I really don't regret switching seats. But I do wonder if I'm the asshole. It's true, I didn't pay for that seat and that it wasn't my originally assigned seat. So am I the asshole here?
Why are you the asshole? The flight attendant offered you the seat.
Yeah, it's not like she was like, hey, can I move up there? The flight attendant was like, look, that's what we do. We see you with a young child. We can move you if there's another seat. I think people are just assholes. Like,
I'm sure the bitch wanted the road to herself.
Yes,
But
yes.
who wouldn't want the road to
Exactly.
herself? But, it's a flight. And
it's 3 hours
why
too.
should she have to be smushed when there's room just because this bitch doesn't like
Exactly.
this?
And he, he's 2. He only cried once. That's like she said.
That's not bad at all.
It's not. Yeah.
Like Eric and I said, we both had kids that like screamed the
Yeah.
entire flight.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I don't think she's the asshole.
I'll tell you, I'm a little torn
Okay.
because when I was a younger parent,
Mhm.
my children were little, I was always about, kids can't help it.
Right.
Be tolerant. As a 53, almost 53-year-old, I hate that shit now. I don't want to hear screaming and kicking and crying. And I'm serious. I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's hypocritical,
Yeah.
but honestly, like I'm at a point where like I just don't.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
the issue wasn't that the kid was crying the whole time.
No, I know the movie. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like when we talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
like, kids,
yeah.
You know, I don't necessarily think it's bad that she was like, no, I'm good where I am. Thanks.
Yeah, the flight attendant switched me.
Right. What do you want? I mean, or take it up with the flight attendant.
Mhm.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
No, and she did.
Right,
And the flight
that's what I'm
attendant
saying.
still was like, no, that's too bad.
So,
Yeah.
Well, but at that point, you have to then you just comply.
Yeah.
Right.
And if there wasn't any room, she was probably making it hard for the other person next to her.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. So yeah, I don't think she's the asshole at all. And I feel bad that they made her feel bad because from what I've heard, parents who like already have like crying kids, they already feel super bad or like embarrassed because their kid's crying and screaming. So I just know this made her feel even worse. So I don't think I'm going 0 dingleberries. It's not like she decided if she asked or, she made them.
You're right. If she had just gotten up, she's like, yo, I see an empty seat up there.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Mhm.
That'd be different. but
Exactly.
She followed protocol.
Yeah.
She said, hey, is this possible or can I do this? And they're like, yeah. I don't see that as an asshole.
Me
thing.
neither.
I don't really see this as a Feldman issue.
No. The other lady is the
Yeah,
asshole.
that's different. But I
Mhm.
mean, Mama Lucinda with her kid, they didn't really do anything
No,
shameless or
Exactly.
as an asshole. So
No.
I'm going 0 and 10.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
Next
we're
one.
just so in agreement.
Right.
Well, also because honestly, I zoned out for a lot of that because I was checking an email. So I just caught the
It
gist of it.
wasn't a super
Well,
complicated issue.
right. And I kind of heard the direction you guys were in. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll just say that.
Nice. Thank you.
It's all right. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Okay. Next one.
Oh, can we get pizza rolls today?
Okay. Why?
I haven't had those in a long time. I love those fucking pizza rolls. I know it's terrible, but I do.
Which ones?
The generic Ralph's kind. I don't want the Tortinos or whatever. The Ralph's brand pizza rolls are the best. They're bigger than the other ones. The shell or the outside is crunchier, like better tasting. Bottom line.
Yeah, yeah, they are. I love them too. Pop them in the air fryer. So fire.
Yep.
I know.
Exactly.
All right. Next one. Am I the asshole for telling a doctor to shut up on a turbulent flight? Okay.
I don't know that it matters he's a doctor unless he's like doing like medical
curious,
advice.
like how that's relevant.
Right. But
You'll
okay,
see.
let's do the whole thing. All right.
I, 30 male, was on a flight from Atlanta to LAX last night. Packed flight, everyone was just trying to get some sleep. About 2 hours in, the lights come on, an announcement crackles through the intercom. Turbulence ahead, fasten seatbelts, pretty standard stuff. Then, all hell breaks loose. This woman, maybe late 40s, impeccably dressed, starts freaking out, screaming about air pockets, demanding to speak to the pilot, the whole 9 yards. The flight attendant, super patient lady, bless her, tries to calm her down, explains it's standard procedure, turbulence is normal. Nope, not having it. This lady, who we'll name Jane, throws a fit. Not the screeching nails on the chalkboard kind, but a cold, steely fury. She accuses the flight attendant of lying, of putting everyone in danger, and demands to be deplaned immediately. Flight attendant says that's not possible mid-flight, and Jane launches into this whole spiel about how she's a doctor, pulls out an ID to prove it, and if something happens, it's on the airline. Now the rest of the plane is awake, people are grumbling, some looking scared, baby starts crying. Flight attendant is trying to reason with Jane, but it's literally like talking to a brick wall. Finally, I lose it. I yell out, probably a little too loud, "Look, lady, we all get turbulence. It's not a 5-star resort, but it's safe. Sit down and shut up before you get yourself arrested." Everyone stares at me. Jane spins around, eyes blazing, and starts in on me about disrespecting a medical professional. I fire back that a real doctor wouldn't be causing a scene and freaking everyone else out. The flight attendant dives in, trying to mediate, but the damage is done. We hit some turbulence, not terrible, but enough to jostle the plane. Jane freaks again, and some people start getting panicky. I feel awful. Maybe I made things worse. The flight attendant gives me a look that could curdle milk, but then steers Jane away to talk to her privately. By the time we land, things are calmer, but the tension is thick. Jane gives me a withering look as she disembarks, and a few people mutter thanks under their breath when walking by. So, am I the asshole, or did I just escalate a bad situation? Or was I right to shut down the meltdown that was putting other passengers on edge? I'm honestly not sure anymore. I would have told her to shut the fuck up, too.
Oh, it's interesting because in one sense, she was trying to essentially de-escalate the situation from people getting more freaked out. From people getting more and more freaked out, right? And this dumb doctor like getting going.
She's doing
all over it.
Yeah.
So you could almost argue that Billy's purpose here was to actually calm everything.
Right.
And then when Dr. Cunty Lucinda got all upset about that, it made it worse.
Right.
But I don't know that Billy was really the asshole for saying that to her at that stage.
Yeah, no.
Well, I'm sure he said what everyone wanted to say, but I mean, the flight attendant, they have
to be respectful. Yeah.
He didn't have to. So
No, yeah.
I'm sure he spoke for the majority of
You know what that? I mean, honestly, you know what that's like? It's like when you go to camp as a kid.
No, I never went to that.
Okay, so kids that go to camp counselors, they have to be nice to you, right? That's their job.
Oh, yeah.
They get
Yeah.
paid for that.
Yeah.
The other campers, they'll say whatever. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But, right? Okay. Also, you know what this is almost like?
What is it almost like?
It's almost like if you had a cringy sister-in-law where all the things you really want to say are only said on a podcast she doesn't listen to, right?
Exactly.
And we're hoping one day she doesn't find it, right? But it's almost like that. You don't want to say it to her,
Exactly.
right? But it's what we all think.
Exactly. But see, he said it, and hey. And honestly, he was right. No real doctor would go around making other people freak out.
Well, he might still be a real doctor. He's just dumb. Or he's a moron for doing that.
That's true.
By the way, the term doctor could be a lot of things.
That's true.
A PhD is a doctor.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Technically, I have a Juris Doctorate.
Yeah,
degree.
you do.
I could say I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
If I really.
Exactly.
And in fact, the dean of my law school, his dad, who's founded the law school, he was Dr. Greitzer. Even though he wasn't a medical doctor, he had his JD degree, and he wanted to be called that. So. But I do find it kind of hard to believe that a medical doctor.
Yeah. She put out ID, they said. So who fucking knows?
You know what?
Yeah.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah.
You know what? When I was young, I used to work at Kaiser. I had a fucking employee ID card. That's how I work, Kaiser.
Right.
There are crazy people in every profession.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. We won't talk about my primary. That bitch is fucking insane.
I feel you.
No, your doctor can't be as bad as mine.
No, actually, my doctor's great.
Exactly.
Sorry.
No, my
Okay.
fucking doctor, when I couldn't eat, because at some point with my gastritis, I couldn't eat red meat or like chicken because it like made my stomach hurt. She fucking told me to fucking grow my own chickens.
What?
And she said, if you know what they eat, then you know what you're eating and you should be good. I thought she was fucking joke. She was dead ass.
No, that can't be real.
No, I looked at her and I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like if you grow your own chickens, you know, she's like, you kill them, you make them yourselves, like you'll be good because you know what you're eating. And she was like, that's what me and my husband do. She was like, we raise our own chickens.
Oh, did she get her medical license in Calcutta?
No,
With
fucking Berkeley.
With the other dependents?
She went to fucking
She
Berkeley.
didn't go to-
Oh, Berkeley.
Yeah.
She's hippie doctor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's some third world shit.
Yeah,
Like, just
yes.
grow your own
No,
animals.
Yes.
It's a fad.
Okay,
People raising chickens.
my
But see,
ex-neighbor, I know.
See, but that's my doctor,
Yeah.
so yeah.
My ex-neighbor had fucking live chickens, and they had the eggs and all that. And we could
Yeah.
hear them like in the mornings, you know, crocking and cowling or whatever they do. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
Mhm.
I can't imagine like slaughtering your pet though.
Thank you. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. No,
So,
thank
yeah.
you. I don't want to become friendly.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the
I-
only one that I just want the finished product.
Right,
Like,
me too.
I don't want to know how these are made, like hot dogs. I don't really want to know.
See,
what
I
goes in
found out how
I
that
don't-
was made, and I haven't ate one since
it.
I
No,
was 12.
I don't want to know. I like them, like most of like the spicy one. Whatever. That's it. I don't want to know.
Yeah, no, I can't.
That's,
That's
so-
me with chicken nuggets. I don't want to know
Well,
how
that's what I'm
they're made.
saying.
No
So-
one told me. No one.
That's what I mean. I just want the finished product. Like,
Exactly.
give me the fucking Chick-fil-A
Exactly.
sandwich. I don't want to know like how the clucker
Exactly.
went from a baby
Exactly.
hatchling to,
No.
you know, on my dinner plate. Like,
Exactly.
I don't need to know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. Are we rating this one?
Yeah, so I'm going to give Billy, I don't know, half a dingleberry. I don't even know if I want to do that, to be honest. I mean,
Oh, you know, you would have. You would have.
that's what I'm saying. I just, you know,
Lady.
lady.
And the fact that he said lady here too,
Oh.
it made me fucking die.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm going to change it to 0.
Me too.
He didn't do anything that Enoch wouldn't have done at that point.
He was pissed off.
Yeah, you know, maybe he just had enough. Like, you know, like, also, if this is inducing panic, then I'm glad somebody shut it down.
Yeah.
Right?
And obviously they were thankful because they were like, they walked by and they're like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
yeah.
understand the flight attendants, they can't really get into it like that. They can be like, listen, ma'am, we just need you to sit down. Or doctor, I'm sorry, we just need you to sit down.
Mhm.
No, Billy was like, fuck that.
So shut the fuck up.
That is a truly fucked up thing to do, to incite panic on an airplane.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
where are they going to run? Right?
Exactly.
And God forbid they're on the same plane as my brother, because he would just be in the bathroom for an hour
Yeah.
and they wouldn't even be able to hide in there.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
having said that, I'm gonna change and give Billy 0 dingleberries.
I agree.
And I'm giving him a 9.5 on the Feldman just because he went to Reddit.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I don't find any shame in his game, or I don't find him shameless.
No, not at all.
He still has all the shame left in his game for that. So.
And he has like this remorse about even saying that. So that makes me feel like he's not an asshole at all. Because he's like, well, now
Yeah.
I kind of feel
Well,
bad.
now he's a little
Yeah.
bit of a bitch, but I'm just saying, what?
Okay, moving on. All right, next one.
All right.
Am I the asshole for telling a 6'8" giant to upgrade his seating? Okay. That's fucking tall. 6'8"?
That is very tall, yes.
6'8" is fucking
Yeah.
insane. Okay. Context. The flight was between 2 major European cities. The flight cost around €60 and it was just an hour and a half. Me, 32 male, and 5'10", and I check into my flight the night before. I wanted a window seat, so I chose the window seat. It was an extra, but I had seen that the cost for extended legroom was about €20. This was a larger plane, so each side of the aisle had 3 seats. So window, middle, aisle. I didn't feel the need to get more space because I intended to sleep and it's general sufficient space for me. After takeoff, the person in front reclines their seat. No problem, I recline my seat, but the guy in the aisle behind, but in the middle, stops me, tells me that he is too big and that the chair reclines into his legs. This man is seated in the middle, is extremely tall, and seated in the middle. So his knees extend into the space of both the aisle and the window seats. People on both, because he's fucking huge, so people on both sides of him now have their space invaded by his limbs. And the entire row in front of him can't recline their seats either, despite the aisle in front of us reclining their seats and invading our space. A total of 5 people around him now have minor inconveniences because of his height. I say, yeah, no problem. I won't recline my seat, but next time you should choose different seating as to not inconvenience 5 other people. He explained that normally the flight attendants will give him an aisle seat or upgrade him because of his height, but they couldn't do that this time. I respond that it isn't the airline's responsibility to give him a seat. And if he knows he doesn't fit in the middle seat, he could have chosen an aisle, as there was no charge to choose an aisle seat. I had seen the option the night before. Or he could have upgraded for an extended legroom seating for an extra 20 euros. He says he didn't have the 20 euros to spend. Mind you, he is flying to one of the most expensive cities in the world. I said choosing an aisle option is free, to which he says he didn't have that choice and that I was being selfish. I respond by saying, I'm not being selfish. I'm fine with having less space so you can be more comfortable. But pointing out that you're being selfish, the selfish one for not taking responsibility for other space and demanding and depending on flight attendants to put you in better seats.
This bitch is still typing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's still going.
Whoever it is, man, woman, whoever the complainer is, I see Karen/Ken written all over this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like already.
Yeah.
This is a fucking real housewife of something.
Yeah.
Okay? Or house husband.
Honestly, though, I feel him. I kind of feel him, like where he's coming from, but I feel like this rant was not necessary.
Not at all.
Yeah. It sounds very on the spectrum.
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
Like going on and on and on.
And like, I hate people like that. Well, you could have done that. Well, no, then you should have done that. Well, you know what?
You can't always.
Right. You can't plan every single fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, this 6'8" guy could have planned for that. He's 6'8". He could have gotten an aisle seat. You know you're tall as shit.
But if you fly last minute,
right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Listen, when I was flying back from Israel one year, and I was just with Matthew and Danielle, I looked all over for an upgrade. I could not get one. I tried.
Right.
Every day I kept hitting it, but the flight was booked and too bad. And so we had the shitty seats going back. Sometimes you can't help it. I waited too long. I should have done it earlier. Okay. Can happen.
Yeah.
Right. But more importantly is this guy cannot control his height.
No.
He's born that way.
Right.
Okay. Yes, I know it's inconvenient. Listen, I don't want to be an asshole, but I can tell you, like when I go on Southwest, I pay for the extra early boarding, the A1 through 15.
I heard they're getting now assigned seats now.
Yes, which is actually, I think it kind of sucks, but whatever. But I would always pay the extra $30 or $40 or whatever each way, because the last thing I want is to be straddled next to some big fucking heifer in the only seat's like a middle seat left because I got like C38 or whatever to board. Fuck that. I want to go on like with the first 5 or 10 people. I want to pick the seat close to the exit, right? I want to be in the window or the aisle, and that's it. I don't give a fuck after that. So, but that's just me. Right. Now, if I'm next to a guy like that, I would complain too. Yeah. I would. Yeah. And I would tell the stewardess, like, look, find a fucking kid who's a lot smaller than me and switch with him. Yeah. Make him switch.
Well, yeah, the flight attendants probably should have.
That's what should have happened.
Yeah, and that's what he was expecting. Yeah, and that's what he was like, what he says. And I think that also angered the guy, though, where he's like, that's not their fucking job, though. Like, you know? And while it kind of is, right? Because they have to make sure the plane goes comfortably and the ride goes well. He is right on the fact that he shouldn't depend on that, because then he's stuck in these situations. You know?
But I'm trying, even the guy realized that it's a minor inconvenience. Yeah. Like this 6'8" guy, he has to deal with this every day of his life.
He does. Yeah.
That can't be fun.
No, not at all. Yeah.
And it's only an hour and a half flight. Like if
that's the part.
If it were a 15-hour flight, I say, that's fucked up. But an hour and a half flight, you can deal with not
reclining your seat. Yeah, totally. I think what he was more mad at is that he lost the front space because they reclined it. So
I get it, but I mean, again, what this guy can't,
No, exactly. No, yeah.
And honestly, the shorter duration flights, you don't usually have the big, like all the Southwest flights from like LA or Burbank to Vegas, like the 1 hour flight. There are no like extra leg aisles or anything. Exactly. The best you can hope for is you sit in an emergency exit row where there's only 2 chairs instead of 3.
Exactly.
So that way, at least you're not in the middle.
Well, I think he was saying he usually gets the aisle seat because he just extends his legs into the aisle. So that I've seen tall people do that too. Like when I've gone on flights, if they're like super tall, they'll just sit aisle and they'll just extend their seats. Yeah, their feet. So, are we rating the guy?
I mean, I'm going to give Spectrum Billy 4 dingleberries. And not because he wasn't somewhat justified, because I get both sides of it. If I pay full price for an airline seat, I want to move my fucking chair back if I want to. I want to be able to do it.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it. Right, but for the 90 minutes, it's what airplane seats are like this, like passengers. It's like Forrest Gump, the box of chocolate analogy. You never know who's going to be on the flight with you. You don't know.
You don't know. Exactly.
Okay,
and they don't give you enough room.
No,
exactly. They're not built for people who are large or tall.
I'm with you. right? And now the only other thing, but if this guy couldn't afford the extra 20 euros, but I've heard of some people basically buying 2 seats and just having it for themselves.
Yes.
Like, look, I paid for it. Fuck you.
We have a story like that, I believe. I think I put it in there. Yeah.
So unless you know, but if you really, truly financially couldn't do it. And by the way, the idea, well, he's flooding the most expensive. Let me tell you something. Every expensive city has a ghetto. Yeah. Right? There is no area that's like all affluent all the time. Right? There's shitty parts of every place. Yes. So don't assume just because it's on a 90-minute flight from one place like Monaco or Paris, right? And by the way, Paris is one of the dirtiest fucking cities in the world. Yeah. Okay, just Paris. And I want to go to romantic Paris and see the Louvre. And
so they can steal your phone.
That's right. And by the way, it's like if you've ever been to France, because I was there once, not for a tourist, but I was on a layover, and my layover was so long, I actually walked outside of the airport and you walk outside, and it's literally like you're walking into a cloud of cigarette smoke.
Oh, yeah. They're big on smoking cigarettes over there.
French smoke all the time.
They're so mean, too.
Stinky fucking tobacco, too. Yeah. Like, not even like the normal ones.
I know.
Oh, I forgot how I got this. Oh, the Spectrum Billy, 4.5 dingleberries for you. And I'm going 4 on the Feldman. Only because I get that it's a little annoying. Yeah. If this flight were a 4-hour flight,
exactly,
I'd be a bit more,
if it's a short.
Yeah, I'd be a bit more in line. I'd have more sympathy or empathy for Tall Billy or Spectrum Billy.
Spectrum Billy.
I don't see the 90 minutes as being that terribly inconvenient. Same thing. Put on your earbuds or whatever and just try to not think about it.
Just sit there.
I mean, it just doesn't.
Exactly.
Look, I've been to terribly bad movies that were more than 90 minutes. And every instinct I had was like, I want to get up and leave. But I didn't. Right. And it didn't have the reclining chairs. Right. It was just uncomfortable. The movie sucked. I just wanted to leave, but I didn't. I stuck through it. Mostly because HR get mad at me for paying for the movie ticket and not actually seeing the movie.
Exactly.
Put that aside.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm going 4.5. Dingleberries 4 on the Feldman for Spectrum Billy. Sorry, last thing I was going to say. I went 4 on the Feldman, mostly because the Reddit rant was fucking incessant.
She was laughing the whole time.
That was a lot.
There was so much detail.
Yes,
that's what I mean. Yes, could have done.
That's what let me know he was on the spectrum.
There was something like he practically measured the plane.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's something wrong with that, and having to listen to it being like, oh my fucking.
This is. I could literally imagine Sheldon from Big Bang Theory writing this. This literally, what it sounds like. Exactly.
You know what? That's funny. It reminds me. You know what this is almost like.
What is it almost like?
This would almost be like if you were on a trip to the Middle East with your cringy sister-in-law, and she basically wants you to do all these things for her to make her comfortable.
Exactly.
And then when you don't, she gets mad at you for that.
Exactly.
Like give up your room.
Exactly.
And your private pool entry,
and your drink package. Exactly.
And then she'll get mad if you don't.
Exactly.
And then not understand that even though you paid for it and it's yours, why you can't sacrifice. Be almost
like that. Exactly.
Almost like that.
All right. Next one then?
Well, just before we do, because we're talking about like big, tall people and stuff, and like uncomfortable seats. Shout out.
How did we
I'll tell you, because the fucking mahjong chairs are tiny and they look uncomfortable.
Mahjong has chairs?
Yeah, you sit around on a table. It's like a little table. Oh. Like a little card table.
I don't even know what mahjong is, honestly.
It's a game of tiles.
Like dominoes?
Yeah, but it's not dominoes. It's more complicated, and there's like different symbols on them. Oh, okay. And honestly, I only know how to play the online version of it, where I think it's like match 2 alike, and then keep going. I don't know how like the real one is played, but it doesn't matter. So shout out to the Mid-Bar Maj crew.
Exactly.
Badanka Dory. Catch you on the rebound, girl. Missed you this time. We'll see you again soon. And you know what? I'm not even shy to say that now. All the fucking guys that hit on HR when they come in, fuck that. Okay. Badanka, I got you.
You act like she's hitting on them.
That's not the point. Okay,
that was your whole point.
Don't you want to be with someone who's wanted?
Exactly.
Don't you?
You got a bad bitch.
What if nobody wanted me?
Hold on, but I do. That should pretty much be enough.
Yeah, but like that should show you have a bad bitch and she's choosing you.
Oh, okay. I guess I can look at it like that.
Exactly.
Okay. So let me. Okay, and then having met them in person now, so. Evelyn and Ricky, it was nice to meet you.
Oh my God.
Emily and Ron.
Yeah, sorry, whatever. Okay. And Jessica and Amy, really, good, great.
Exist,
great seeing you guys again, right? And Dougie and Bobby and Freddie and Lisa, and Aaron, Karen, and the rest of the Midbar Maj crew.
All right.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the support.
All right. Now we can move on.
Yep.
Okay. Am I the asshole for making my plain seat neighbor uncomfortable?
I think it depends on how.
It does, right? I, 40 male, just got off a long flight. The kind where even the comfiest seats feel like torture racks. Now, I'm a big dude. Not yet booked to seats level, but enough for the plane seats to be absolute hell for me. I booked a window seat, figured the extra space would help. The flight attendant assigns a woman to the middle seat. Nice person. We exchanged greetings, no problem. Here's where things get tricky. Nature called a couple of times during the flight. And let's just say squeezing by in that cramped space is an exercise in contortionalism at the best of times. The woman in the middle seat politely refused to get up anytime I needed to go use the bathroom. Okay. The lady in the aisle seat was very accommodating and would get up any other time I or the lady in the middle needed to get up. Now, I get it. Nobody wants some sweaty dude brushing past them. I tried my best to minimize contact. I literally sucked in my gut, held in my breath like I was underwater. But even with all the contorting, there was some unavoidable brushing past. Sorry, I read the wrong line. At the end of the flight, the woman makes a passive-aggressive comment about personal space and how uncomfortable I made her feel throughout the whole flight. Honestly, I felt terrible. I didn't mean to make her feel that way, but what else was I supposed to do? Hold it for 8 hours? Ask her to physically get up since she repeatedly didn't get up and indicated I should just squeeze by? I had no reason to think that she was bothered by this. Am I the asshole for making her uncomfortable?
No, she is for not moving.
Yeah, if anything, she made him uncomfortable. Etiquette. Exactly. Like, what?
You don't make people step over you. Like it was probably physically impossible for him to get by without
like he said, I held in my breath, I sucked in my gut.
He was trying to go like
exactly. And it's like I've never met someone who will not get up when you're like, oh, I have to get up to go to bed. Yes. They usually just get up and go ahead. Exactly. So yeah, no, she's the ass.
Just refusing to get up?
Exactly. Exactly. And then you refuse to get up. You see that the lady next to you is getting up. And then at the end of the flight, you're like, you made me uncomfortable. It was terrible. It was you don't know personal space.
Even for a smallish woman, it's hard to get over those things. I can't even imagine a large guy.
Exactly. I've had to get up like that. And you touch everyone when you're going by. So
I am. Hold on.
Pause.
Oh, no, okay. Well, Pauline is here. Oh, what do you know? Look, I'm almost speechless, but I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because first of all, I'm a larger person, and so is my brother.
Right.
Okay. If I was on, now this is really more my brother's issue than mine because I don't really like to use public restrooms, even airplanes or whatever.
Right.
And yes, I would hold it for 8 hours if I had to. Okay. I honestly would.
Your bladder is strong. Mine would not budge.
It's not
yeah.
Trust me, not just my bladder. Okay. I would hold everything until I was in a private bathroom where nobody was using it before. That's just me. Okay. Let me tell you what my brother would do. Okay. If this bitch wouldn't get up and it's like the third time, especially if he had like a stomach ache, he would just start letting him go. Okay. Like, how do you like me now? I bet you get up this time.
Exactly.
Right.
Scooch faster. Oops, sorry.
Now, what I would say, for example, now this is just the practical side. Mm-hmm. If the lady in the aisle had no problem getting up, and if I'm on the window seat and I have to go a lot, I just ask her to switch.
That's it.
Right? Because the aisle and the windows are pretty, they're not terribly dissimilar.
No, yeah.
The aisle, you can kind of kick your leg out a little bit, but then if they fucking bring the drink carts, sometimes I get popped, like hitting the elbow or whatever. Bullshit.
But then the lady's going to have the same problem that the guy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe she's nicer to other women. I mean, I don't know. Or the lady in the aisle didn't seem like she was going as often.
That's true.
No.
See, I would have done that just because he said the lady in the middle was getting up too. So I wouldn't get up for her. I would have switched just so I wouldn't get up for her. If he's a big guy, it's going to be hard for her. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that is a good
That's
point.
what I would fucking do. But that's just the revenge.
I'll tell you what I would have done.
Like that.
Okay. I would have tilted to my left. I would have lifted my leg.
Oh my God.
I would have blasted that bitch.
And then acted like nothing happened?
That's right. And pretend like it's not.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, sir, is that you? What
exactly. Exactly.
I would blast her the whole fucking flight.
Same.
I can do it too if I had to. I could. Okay.
Part on command. That's a talent.
Not only on command, but I can tell. Look, if this guy's having issues, nobody urinates that often, like big men.
Right.
Because bigger men have bigger bladders usually. I mean, it's not, it's not the same. So if he's getting up often, I'm betting there's something else going on. Maybe he has an upset stomach. You know,
it's also 8 hours. If he, you know,
well,
it's not.
That's the one thing we don't know is did he get up like 9 times
3.
in 8 hours? Okay. So 3 times in 8 hours isn't that bad. Anyway.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm just telling you, if this were Eric, and on the second try, that bitch in the middle seat's like, yeah, I'm not getting up. Oh, okay. I'm gonna R. Kelly her.
Oh
right?
my God.
Right? I'll piss on that bitch if I had. Don't think I would, and my brother would too. Listen, when Josh has to go, Josh goes. Yeah, he could be in the woods. Okay, he could be on an airplane. He could be somebody else's house.
That's how you get put on the no-fly list if you piss on someone mid-flight.
Yeah, he could be in his own house. He could be in a hotel somewhere. He could be in the casino. It doesn't matter. My brother, God bless him, when he has to go, he just goes. He doesn't give a fuck. Okay, and if this bitch was making it so that he couldn't go, I'm positive that she would have had more to this flight than she bargained for. No. All I'm saying. Having said all that, I'm going to give Fat Billy 2 dingleberries.
Why?
Because it is kind of fucked up when you're big and heavy and sweaty, you know, to kind of like try to rummage around.
What choice did he have?
Well, what he should have done was either ask for a different seat or see if somebody would switch with him. Right, but he kept doing it.
I'm sure he didn't want to be there.
I'm just saying. So then that's why you switch.
I can't believe you're giving him 2 dingleberries.
Yeah,
I'm 1.5.
He didn't do anything.
I'm going 0. He just had to pee.
Well, all right. So we can disagree. I'm going to go 1.5. I'll reduce it a little bit. Feldman, though, honestly, I don't think he gets anything less than a 10.
No, yeah.
I don't think there's any shame in just the fact that he's got to take a leak.
Yeah, no. And it's he wasn't trying to make her uncomfortable either.
But middle seat Lucinda.
Oh, yeah.
That's different. She gets the full 5 dingleberries.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because who doesn't get up? It's just like a normal courtesy.
And then you make the guy feel bad at the end. Like, bro.
Yeah.
You know how many times I don't want to get up on a flight, but I do?
Exactly.
Especially if I'm in the aisle.
Exactly.
And look, you know me. I'll make the face.
Yeah.
Like, again, and I'll do it. But I definitely will make them feel uncomfortable if they keep asking me, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I still would.
See, I don't give a fuck. If I have to pee, I'm gonna wait. I've woken people up. I excuse me, tap on my shoulder. Like a guy, I remember I was on a flight back from Hawaii and he was asleep and I was like, I have to fucking pee. And I was like, well, I'm gonna have to wake him up. And I had to tap him like 10 times. And I was like, excuse me. I was like, I really have to pee.
I know it's the worst when you're just stuck.
Yes, and I'm like, you're asleep, and I didn't want to wake you up, but I will do it because I'm like, my bladder is fucking tiny. I'm gonna go pee. So yeah. All right, next one then.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling a family to fly private? Okay. I was recently flying from NYC to LAX for a work trip, and I had the displeasure of sitting next to a family and a little boy who was 9. I got on the plane in the midst of the issues with my diabetes, and I needed to eat within the 2 hours, so I began snacking. I immediately began receiving dirty looks from the parents, and the mother said, "Can you not do that?" Our son, there was a word here, I don't know what it is. He had something. I can't remember what it was, but he had something. So I put my food away and figured I'd wait until the flight attendant came around so I could buy food from her and eat it at an acceptable time just to show respect for their wishes. So the flight attendant comes by with the beverages and snacks. I start to ask for a Coke and a snack box. Before I can finish the sentence, the father says, "Nothing for this row. We're all set here," and has her continue to move on. I go to press the call light so I can get my food and my drink because I actually need it. And the father says, "Our son has Prader-Willi. We prefer it if you didn't eat it because it causes tantrums when he doesn't know he can't eat and he's always hungry."
What?
Yeah.
What's he have?
Prader-Willi.
I don't know what that
like
is.
He's always hungry?
Is that like a thing?
It is.
Some kind of condition?
Yeah, it's a rare genetic disorder that affects many parts of the body, causing physical, mental, and behavioral problems. That has nothing to do. A key feature is insatiable hunger, leading to overeating and obesity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he can't control his appetite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. Where was I? We prefer it if you didn't eat it because it causes tantrums when he doesn't know that he can't eat and he's always hungry. I'm close to a tantrum myself at this point. So I look him in the eye and I say, "I do not care. Fly private if you want to control your surroundings." The flight attendant comes back. I get my food and my drink. I snarf it down and chug my soda and I sit back. As soon as I've calmed and I'm able to open my laptop and get back to work, the mother leans in and says, "I feel a calling to educate you about my son's disease." And I felt my entire body clench up. She kept talking to me, explaining how I'd made her son feel. And I said, "Listen, lady, I don't fucking care.
Lady.
I'm going to handle my type 1 diabetes the way I see fit. And you're going to handle your son the way you see fit. I'm not endangering myself because you don't want to deal with a tantrum. If you want to control other people, then you book all the seats in a row or you fucking fly private." I recounted the story to a friend of mine once I had gotten off the plane, and she immediately told me that I was a huge asshole and I should have given them a little bit of grace due to their son's condition. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I think that it's unavoidable if you're going into public and you're around others. Am I the asshole?
That's a tougher one.
Because they both have conditions, right?
Yeah, he has diabetes.
It just
the other guy has Prader-Willi.
Right. Okay, so here's the question. I understand that the kid, sometimes you have to tell the kid the kid can't eat. But if you know you're going on a plane, why wouldn't you just let that be the time that the kid can eat?
Well, pack some fucking snacks for the kid.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
The kid has to eat eventually, right?
Exactly.
So it's not like the kid can never eat.
Yeah. I mean, look, the kicker in this one is the type of diabetes.
Yeah.
Because type 1 and type 2 are very different.
Right.
Type 1 requires insulin.
Yes.
Some people have an insulin pump connected to them. They have to be on regular. Type 2 is like what I have, is more controlled by medication. I don't need insulin. But yes, if I go a long stretch without eating, I'll start to get dizzy. Yeah. My blood sugar will drop. I may have to just have some orange juice or something.
And that's what he said. He only had 2 hours to eat before it got bad.
Right. So diabetes is very serious.
Yeah, that's much
and it
more.
Sounds like it had just started for him because he was saying I was barely starting to manage it.
Yeah. So that's why I understand. And especially if he's newly diagnosed as diabetic and he hasn't figured out all the hacks and tricks, then he probably is kind of panicking. Because listen, type 1 diabetics, if they don't eat regularly, if their sugar spike, they can go into a diabetic coma.
Yeah.
If they over insulin, or if they take insulin, but then they don't eat to counteract it. I mean, there's a lot of rules. Hard. Now, the technology that's advanced, like because I remember my son Matthew had a friend when they were young, like 9, 10, 11 years old, whatever. He was a type 1 diabetic, but he had an insulin pump connected to him at all times.
Right.
And he would go, we'd go to the movies, we'd take him with us. He would get red vines. He would eat all that candy, but you'd hear the insulin pump starting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and I'll tell you what, honestly, at first I was like, that's kind of irresponsible. And the parents, but then I thought about it more. I was like, you know what? This might be the only way he can be like a normal kid.
Yeah.
Right. And yes, the pump goes on, but imagine if all your friends go to a movie or someone's birthday, you can't have birthday cake. You can't have ice cream.
Yeah.
Can't have and you're gonna feel so shitty. And then and kids are cruel.
Exactly. Yeah, they are.
So this is so that's kind of what I'm connecting to on this. I feel kind of bad again about the type 1, but he's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Right. And by the way, as a type 1 diabetic, he should have also packed a snack for himself.
Well, he did.
Did. No, I thought he was waiting for his airport meal.
They didn't want him to eat the snack that he had. That was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the problem. He was like, I stopped. I respect it.
So all he had to do was just get up and eat it in the galley.
You can't just wander around a plane and snack.
But the thing is...
Hold on. If the no seatbelt sign is off, you can wander into the cabin or the stewardess area where they stage all the drinks and just say, look, there's a kid that has a condition. I got to just eat this over there. Or, and by the way, I understand the mom wanting to educate him about the kid's condition. I think his reaction was a little harsh about that.
Oh, I don't.
No, I do. But he's not completely wrong. I just think the way he said it and how he came across, I think was bad. Because the kid's going to hear that and also develop self-esteem issues about himself. If his parents and a passenger are fighting about his condition.
Yeah.
Kids catch on to that.
So, go ahead.
No, these parents sound so annoying.
Yes, I was going to say that because I get what you're saying. He could go into the galley and eat the food or whatever. They could also take the kid into the galley or into the bathroom until the guy finishes food. So it's why I understand he's a kid, but why does the guy have to change what he needs for his condition just because this is a child? The child has parents. The parents could take the kid into the bathroom. The parents could take him into the little galley in the back or whatever. They could have him walk up, like you said. They could have done that. That's not his responsibility to do.
Yeah.
This isn't his kid, and I stand firmly on fuck them kids. So I would eat it. I wouldn't give a fuck. And honestly, like you're saying, he could have said it better. No, because I already told you I don't give a fuck. Why are you still trying to talk to me about this shit? I don't care about you. I don't care about your son. I have type 1 diabetes. I need to eat. Fuck you and your family.
And the kid is going to have to learn to be in the real world.
Yes.
Yeah, I just question, we don't know how old this kid is right now.
9.
So a 9-year-old may not be at a point where he can stop and realize.
That's getting older, though. You're in school.
That's 4th grade.
9 years old. That's still tantrum time. That's not that
9-year-olds don't have tantrums.
53-year-olds have tantrums. Why wouldn't a 9-year-old? I have tantrums all the time about things. I just control them better.
My parents didn't let us have tantrums.
Well,
we're getting harassed.
Because your mom had 2 chanclas on her belt at all times.
Exactly.
They just came off like nunchucks.
But see, Hispanic parents.
I'm telling you, listen,
We don't have tantrums. Yeah.
Nepo's mom could throw a fucking shoe so well. Mm-hmm. It's like if she entered like a fucking like horseshoe toss contest, she would win every time.
That's nothing. I have a family member who she throws whatever's in her hand.
Oh.
It could be a spatula, it could be a knife, it could be a fork, it could be whatever she has in her hand at that moment, she's going to throw it.
You know what? My Aunt Miriam too. Shouldn't give a fuck. It could be a chair, hand.
Exactly.
Shoe.
Exactly. A folded chair, you know.
My Aunt Miriam, she'll just ball up her fist.
Exactly.
Start swinging.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, this is almost like.
What is it almost like?
This would almost be like if your cringy sister-in-law's sister had a child out of wedlock who didn't understand that she wasn't actually part of the family.
Oh my God.
And then when the biological grandpa gave gifts to his grandchildren, she didn't understand why she didn't get one. Mm-hmm. And then the super cringy sister-in-law did in front of everybody explain why she didn't get it because those are just for the other grandkids.
Exactly.
Almost like that.
Exactly.
Can you believe that's real? Sorry.
That really happened?
No, of course not. It's just a joke. Anywho.
All right.
So let me do this. I'm gonna give diabetic Billy 1 dingleberry instead of 1.5. I'm lowering it a little bit because I have empathy for people with diabetes.
Me too.
I'm gonna give mom of the fucked up kid. I'm gonna give her 3 for kind of doing that. And yes, I understand as a parent, I would want everybody to be tolerant of my child, especially if they had a condition. And yes, I'd want to educate. I think on a plane with an irate person who's diabetic probably isn't the right time for that.
No.
By the way, you want Eric to solve this problem? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. What mom should have done was print out a bunch of cards that explain the kid's condition and just hand them out. You ever have that happen when like a deaf person comes up to you, like gives you a pen?
Yeah.
And then it's just
oh
like,
my
you want to
God.
buy it, but you know they fucking hear you. They're not deaf, right? But it's like that. Right? I'll just print a little card. My kid has whatever syndrome this is. And
but you can't expect a whole plane not to eat for your child.
No.
Wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, so maybe diabetic Billy would have been a bit more sympathetic.
Diabetic Billy didn't give a fuck. Diabetic Billy was like, you should fly private if that's what you want to do. And he's not wrong, honestly.
Well, that's a huge difference in cost. So, you know, I mean.
I understand. No, I know that. Yeah.
It's just not reasonable.
It's, expect
the person's not to eat.
Like they sound like these parents are the parents that are like, well, my child has a condition, so everyone needs to care about it. I don't give a fuck about little Billy. What the fuck? No. I hate parents like that too. I hate parents like that, where it's like everyone has to bend over backwards because their child has a condition. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think it does the child any favors in the long run.
It doesn't.
Oh, there is something to that, right? The more a child just feels normal, right, the more they're going to act that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, eventually, they get sort of the sense of entitlement, right? Because I have this issue, so I expect all these things.
Exactly.
And it's a fine line because, yes, there are certain times where you have to make an accommodation, right? But I agree that, you don't want to make that the go-to move every time this, little kid has a problem.
Exactly.
This is a hard one. That's good. This is a robust debate. I'm
going 0 dingleberries for Billy. I just feel like he was already irritated because of his diabetes and controlling it. So I'm going to go 0. I don't think he's the asshole for how he said it. I think it was a completely, I'm not going to say normal, but valid response to how they were also treating him. So he's getting 0 for me. The mom, on the other hand, she's getting 5. She's definitely getting 5 because 1, Billy tried to compromise. He put his food away. He was like, all right, like I figured, when the cart comes around, everyone else can eat. I can eat. Yeah. He waited. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have been like, I'll put this away. I'll wait. No, I would have been like, no, I'm going to eat right now till your kids close his eyes. Like, what the fuck? But so yeah, she's getting 5 for me. She's an asshole. She's definitely one of those parents that think her child is more important than everyone else because of his condition. And that's not how the world works.
Yeah, so. I know. I hate judgy, preachy people like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he did wait for a while and he has type 1 diabetes. So,
exactly. Now, if this man fucking passed out, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I was really, when you said that sentence about, this row isn't going to have any food, like, where do you get off?
Exactly.
That I can't have food.
Like, what the fuck? I would have been like, no, you're not having any food. I will. What the fuck? Exactly. All right. Ready for the next one then?
Yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my extra seat for someone else's toddler on a flight that I paid for because I'm fat? Okay. I am obese. I'm actively working. That's a crazy way to start a story.
Well,
But-
I mean, it's just cutting to the
Yeah,
chase.
yeah.
Like, hey, listen, I'm a fatty.
Exactly.
You know who has a thing for fatties?
Who?
My brother.
Oh my God.
He does. I'm sorry, Josh. I know, but he does. He likes them big.
I think he's actually admitted that on the
He
podcast
sings
too.
it.
Yeah.
I like them big. I like them
There
chunky.
you go.
And he
Exactly.
does. He sings it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You would be so appalled if you were to just go through his browser history.
I don't want to. I'm
made
so
that
good
mistake.
off of that.
I made that mistake once.
Why would you do that?
Because I was kind of curious, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I had to know.
Yep.
Like, is this shtick or is this real? It's real.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
Sorry, man. I'm putting him on blast. Also.
Right.
Sorry. Bathrooms, fat girls.
Browser history.
Well,
Jeez.
that's all. Those are connected. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
Let's continue.
Hit me.
I am obese. I'm actively working towards losing weight and I've made progress, but I'm still obese as I'm typing this. Thank you for clarifying. I'm going over to see my brother and his husband for Christmas across the country. And because
You know what this reminds me of? Sorry, I know I keep doing it. Have you seen this new trend now on TikTok where there's like can you eat a Big Mac in under a minute? There's like this challenge. And like all these people are like virally doing it. They're trying to pound a Big Mac in less than 60 seconds.
again, our For You pages are so different. That's not why.
I'm just saying, that's what this reminds me of. Like, you know what? He could win.
Yeah, he probably could.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying, like,
exactly.
he could smash one.
Exactly.
I can't, personally. Like, I haven't tried, but I just know me. Like,
Okay.
I can't take bites like that. But my brother takes huge bites.
I hate people like that.
He takes a giant bite.
Because it's people that ask you, let me have a bite, and they fucking
Oh,
eat
that's
half
a
of the
whole
shit.
trend now, too, on TikTok. Like, taking your boyfriend's food, your girlfriend's food, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking funny.
Mhm.
I can't. Do you see the one where the lady, she's like looking at this burrito, like, lovingly. Like, it's like her, like, she can't wait.
Oh, and he snatched it.
No. So what happens is he goes over, babe, can I just take a bite? And she's like, yeah, a little bite. And so he holds it normal, and then he tips it to the side and bites right in the middle of it.
Oh, you told me
And
about
when
that.
he does
Yeah.
it, the reaction's so pure.
I would have been
You can
pissed.
tell it's not a no, not like that. Like, she just goes crazy. Anyway,
I would have been pissed.
I find this very, that my brother's that guy.
I'm sure he is.
Take a huge bite. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
So what's up with Fatty?
Okay.
Fat Billy?
And because I'm fat, I booked an extra seat so everyone could be more comfortable.
Good for him.
Yeah,
By
I
the
like
way.
people who do that.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
exactly.
Absolutely. Especially
Exactly.
if you can afford it, good on you.
Exactly. I know it sucks having to pay for an extra seat, but it is what it is. I know Southwest Airlines has this customer of size policy, but I've had some bad experiences with Southwest, even before I was obese. So I wasn't doing that, and mostly it's my fault I got fat, so I make them pay.
This is amazing as far as the amount of like
Accountability and shit. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, you know what? A lot of people
Mhm.
aren't able to do that. Good,
Mhm.
good on you.
Exactly. Everything goes smoothly from checking into security and boarding, at least at first. This woman comes to my row with a boy who appeared to be about a year old. She told me to squeeze into one seat so her son can sit in the other. She told me, not even asked. I told her no. I paid for the seat and for the extra space. She makes this big fuss over about it, which got the flight attendant's attention. She told the flight attendant I was stealing the seat from her son, and then I showed my boarding pass, proving that I in fact paid for the extra seat. The flight attendant asked me if I could try to squeeze in, but I said no. I wanted the extra seat that I paid for. The boy, who the mom said is 18 months old, was supposed to sit in her lap, so he could just do that. The flight attendant eventually told the mom to put her son in her lap. I got dirty looks and passive-aggressive remarks from the entire flight, and I do feel a little bad because the boy looked hard to control. So am I the asshole?
I don't think so. He
No.
paid for the seat.
Exactly. Why would I give my fucking seat that I paid extra for to a fucking crying little baby? No.
You paid for it.
Exactly. And but that's the entitlement of parents on flights.
Yeah.
A lot of parents are very entitled on flights, like with their kids. Like they'll make you switch with them. Can my kids sit here? No, he paid for that seat.
I don't think it's about the one seat. I think because you can pay for both.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference.
Yeah.
If it were a single seat, big or small, big deal, right?
Right.
But the fact that he did that, not just to accommodate himself, but he was actually concerned with how the other passengers were going to be around him.
Exactly.
How do you possibly because all she did was she's going to make it worse for everybody else if she, by doing that.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Now it's not even about like kids or entitlement. No, this is just somebody who just wants what they want and they don't really care.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
everybody's like, well, you got two. Like, well, yeah, because I paid for two. Now, if you ask what Eric would do, Eric would mark up the cost of the second seat by like 40%.
Until I pay for.
100%, absolutely, I would. Yeah. Oh, would you like my extra seat? This costs me about $300. I'll give you for $450 cash. Oh, no, you can Zelle. You can Zelle me. Like I would do that. Listen, back in the day, not so much now because I really don't like sitting in airports anymore. But there was a time, like if I'd be flying to Vegas or whatever, if they'd like get booked or bumped, I would take the credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. Give me the free flight. No problem. I'll stay here because what did I care? I was in like the airport's a casino anyway. And then I was a cigarette smoker.
Oh, yeah.
So all I do is just buy like another 2 packs, go sit in the slot machine cigarette room. I mean, it stink like terrible, you know, when I came out, but now
you got credit.
Now I don't have patience for that anymore. Like I'm on my flight.
I've never had the patience for that. Absolutely the fuck not.
But I mean, good for him. It's not, you know.
Yeah. Also, I feel like the fact that also pissed him off was when she came up and demanded he squeeze into a seat. Exactly. Like, I feel like maybe if she would have asked, he would have maybe, not saying he would, taken a different approach. Also, I'm not sure how obese he is, but I'm sure if she would have asked, they could have compromised, and the kid probably still could. The kid's 18 months old. He probably still could have fit in the fucking seat if she would have asked politely. It's just the way that she demanded that. So he was like, no.
Like, can we share this?
Like, you know?
It certainly sounds like the way he writes that he's a pretty patient and calm guy.
Yeah.
Right? And it also seems like he's very practical. So I could see a guy like that with that mentality. Like, you know what? Option one is this fucking 18-month-old cries and makes everybody upset. Or I give up a little piece of the second seat. Exactly. I probably don't need the entire row. Right? I could easily see, and you're right. If she had just approached like, yo, Fat Billy, could we just do this? I would appreciate it. You know, you're right. It probably not a different outcome.
Exactly.
So I'm giving Fat Billy zero.
Agreed.
Even though fat people can be kind of grotesque when they get all sweaty and whatever.
He planned.
But good for him. He planned it right. He paid the extra money. I would be equally sympathetic if he just couldn't afford the second seat, you know. And the other thing too, believe it or not, part of my answers will also depend on the purpose of the flight. So I'll give you an example. If Fat Billy booked one seat because he had to go to his father's funeral, right, and he had to be like, that's completely different, right? But this is not that kind of. He planned it.
Paid to see his brother for Christmas.
There was no asshole behavior on his part
at all.
If he hadn't paid for that seat would not be there.
Exactly. And somebody else would have had it. 100%.
Exactly.
Somebody else would have got it. Especially Southwest, they book up all the time.
Exactly. So that lady saw that empty seat next to her, and she was like, "Oh, this one."
Yeah, and I am giving him a full 10 on the Feldman.
No shame.
I think he did nothing shameless about just wanting the seats he paid for. And again, the motivation was to make it easier, more comfortable for him and the people next to him.
Exactly.
You know, if he's on the aisle in the window and he could like closer the window and just kind of gets a little bit onto the middle seat, it's absolutely
exactly.
You know how much money I would pay if I end up sitting next to a fatso in the middle seat, like
oh my god.
And I'm not a small guy,
right?
But I'm not obese. He's not anymore. I lost a lot of weight, but nothing bothers me more. And they fucking breathe heavy. Okay, and there's no sharing the armrest. They come into the armrest, and I gotta sit like with my arms crossed.
Or they put the armrest up because they can't fit in it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Fuck that. Nothing upsets me more, and worse is if it's a woman, because big women are also more needy. They get up more because they have to pee all the time. I'm just telling you. Look, I have so much airplane PTSD.
From a bad experience.
Right. I this is a personal experience for sure.
There's not a single story in here that I haven't been through in some way or another. I've flown a lot in my life. So
we can tell.
I'm just saying.
There's a lot of stories here.
From consuming 100 Barecas on a flight to a 40-minute, trounce to Vegas. I've been everywhere in between.
Yep.
Okay. So I can resonate with all of it.
All right.
0 dingleberries, 10 on the Feldman.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother rating Mama the 18-month-old.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Next one then.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for asking a couple to stop changing their baby's diaper in the middle of a plane?
No, actually, because there's restrooms for shit like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't even need to hear this. If this
you would lose your fucking mind.
If this were my row.
Changing tables and
airplane bathrooms? This one did.
But even if they didn't. Okay. Right? You don't do that. What area in your fucking lap?
Do you want to guess?
No, I know. I'm just saying, I know the fucking tray table. But what I'm saying is, if you're changing your kid in the fucking tray table, that's no different than the counter in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Same amount of space, basically. Mm-hmm. So fucking spare us all.
Yeah.
The fucking diaper genie shit, that the kid's spewing out or whatever.
Exactly.
But I guess we have to hear it now anyway. So
I, 28 female, was on a flight for several hours today, seated behind a couple with a baby. I'm a very nauseous flyer, so I already taken Dramamine ahead of time and did my best to go to get some sleep during the flight. That didn't happen because of the baby's crying, but oh well. I know flights are scary and stressful for infants, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. What got to me was that the couple kept changing their baby's extremely stinky number 2 diaper right in the middle of their seats, using the mom's food tray as a changing table. Your face.
Do you want to get Jack in the Box tacos?
Right now?
Yeah. What? I'm sorry. I'm thinking about them.
They're good.
I mean, my mind's already made up. I don't need to hear the rest of this.
Would you like to hear the rest of it, John?
Yeah.
Okay. We were at this is what makes it worse.
You ever open up a Jack in the Box taco?
I have.
Because you know what that looks like?
Like
a fucking diaper.
Exactly, diaper. Exactly, it is.
Nobody caught that, but okay.
No, I did catch it.
We were at the back. Oh my God. We were at the back of the plane right by the bathrooms, which I confirmed had baby changing tables when I had to go back there to throw up after the smell hit me.
Oh.
I didn't say anything the first time, but the second time I heard them go into the diaper bag. A couple hours later, I asked if they could please go use the bathroom instead of exposing everyone on the plane to the smell. The mom went off on me and said I had no idea how stressful it is to travel with an infant, which is true. I don't have kids, but that's not my fault. The flight attendant at the back of the plane agreed with me and asked them to only use the bathrooms to change the baby. Plus, a few minutes later, the pilot also made an announcement that all diaper changing needed to be done in the bathroom.
You know what? I bet you there was no other couple doing that. Fucking even the pilot put them on blast.
Exactly.
Oh my God. The only thing better is if somebody put it on Instagram or something.
Right?
Like,
exactly.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Watch now. As the operator of the aircraft has to get involved.
Exactly.
Because passengers A and B refuse to listen.
And the fact is, she didn't tell anybody. Like, she didn't even tell the flight attendant. The flight attendant herself came, and she's probably the one who told the pilot. So
yeah.
Where was I?
Yeah, because people can't just get up and walk to the cockpit.
Exactly. She said after that, most parents looked extremely annoyed. So am I the asshole? Yeah, right. Am I the asshole for asking them to stop changing their baby in the middle of the plane and inadvertently bringing it to the attention of the flight crew?
No. You're not.
I would have. That's so gross.
That's really inconsiderate to everyone else too.
Let me tell you the worst part. Okay, yes, the changing is gross. Little kids spurt all sorts of shit.
Yes,
it's
yes
weird colors.
They pee. Yes.
Yeah. But the real question, and I'm sorry because I can't get past this, is what are they doing with the diapers when they're done changing?
I was thinking that too.
There's no fucking diaper genie in it, right? Are they putting them in like a gallon-sized Ziploc or some shit? Right. What are you doing with all this? And how many times have they done it? Like 3 times already?
So bad.
So you know what that tells me? 3 fucking changes. It means the kid ate something that was disagreeing with him.
Yeah, that's not normal to have that many like.
You change a diaper every
couple hours,
every
maybe.
4 hours, maybe.
It depends. Yeah. Also, and usually, I didn't change that many diapers.
Yeah.
I've never changed. I've changed 1 diaper.
You're not a mom yet.
No, but I don't like kids.
No, I know. I know. What I'm saying is I've changed a few, at least a reasonable amount. Okay. And what I can tell you is this. You can almost always know when there's something going on.
Yes.
Okay. There's either a sag or a smell or something.
Yes.
Okay? So, you know if it's every couple hours or whatever, you don't even have to time it.
Exactly.
You just eventually say, oh, look, baby Billy, you're sagging.
It's heavy.
Right. Oh, okay.
Or
right.
you can smell. Exactly.
But what are they doing with the used diapers and the wipes?
And the
right?
wipes.
And do they literally come with like fucking Ziploc, gallon-sized Ziploc to like shit to,
That's even gross. That's even more gross.
Hell no.
And I don't think they sanitize those tray tables.
That's what I was saying. So you're just fucking laying your baby on this tray table?
You're gonna, poop on the tray table.
Thank you. Someone else is going to sit there in the next flight and eat off of that. Yeah, that's fucking gross. I would have lost my mind, honestly. And she says that it smelled too. So it's like, because baby poop doesn't really have a smell like that, or it's not as bad. But she's saying like it was
smells.
It was, but it's not like as bad,
They're not newborn, but
I heard newborn babies poop tar.
It smells. It looks like mustard, kind of like mustard seed.
Ew.
Yeah.
See, no, exactly, exactly.
We got to move on. So, all right, listen. Diaper Mama and Diaper Billy, they're getting 10 double.
Yes, I agree.
/ jelly roll. Each one gets 1.
I agree.
Right. Mama gets 10 jelly roll. Lizzo jelly roll ass dingleberries. Papa gets 10 jelly roll.
I agree.
Ass dingleberries. And they're both getting 0s on the felt.
I agree.
Okay. The only innocent party in all this is the baby. Because the kid doesn't know. The kid
exactly
doesn't understand where he's at.
The kid's like, I'm just shitting, guys. I gotta shit.
He's got his shit. Not much different than my brother.
Exactly. Right? Only the baby has a diaper.
Right. And my brother would actually go to the bathroom. Right?
Exactly.
unless he's in the woods.
Exactly. And then he has to choose a tree. But,
right. And then,
but it's not next to people.
No, it's not. At least not intentional.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, I can't. I don't even see how this is debatable.
No,
honestly.
it's not.
I don't see.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's like most of these stories are annoyingly entitled.
Yes.
But there's a difference between a sense of entitlement and pure inconsideration.
Yeah.
Because like, okay,
poop particles are in the air.
Look. The fucking tea tree oil bitch, that was inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Right? This is beyond inconsiderate.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a whole other level.
Because there's a smell, then there's the poop particles.
I mean, tea tree was like entitled.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sick and I need, like, this is like no shame, no consideration for anything.
No.
Don't give a fuck.
No.
And let me be frank. If I'm at the tail end of the flight, like, I mean, that's like 2 hours left, I wouldn't even change them anymore.
No, exactly.
What's I deplane to do?
Exactly.
Let it just sit there.
Or if you're in the back of the plane, here's an idea: walk down one aisle.
No, but because kids now, like the diapers with the onesies, and they come in, like it's not as nearly as bad as when you open that up.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So because they have like the baby powder smell, and all that stuff built into it. I got nothing else to say on this one. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Except you're right. I would lose my.
My fucking mind. Yeah. Because I hate the poop particles in the air. That's what bothers me the most. Because everyone's just inhaling all those poop particles. Yeah. And I don't like that.
You know what I would have done? So honestly, I would have gone to the stewardess and like, look, I'm getting sick. I'm going to throw up. I need a first class.
I'm getting sick.
I'm going to throw up. I'm sorry. I need a business class.
And she already has the nausea flying. That's what fucking sucks.
I need you to move me to business class.
Yeah.
If this is all full, I can't be next to this.
No.
If they're not going to comply and they're not going to listen, move me the fuck away.
Yeah. I'm sure someone else complained too.
I'm just saying, otherwise you're going to see all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
It's not just the baby at this point, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. Wow. Next one then?
All right.
Okay. How many more do you want to do?
How many we got left?
I have 2 left. Do you want to read both of them or do you want to choose
I'll do
the
last 2 and then we'll.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my seat on the plane so a boy could sit next to his father and telling the father to behave himself? So basically.
Maybe.
I, 29 male, boarded my short flight, 70 minutes, which had 2 and 2 seating arrangements. I had booked myself a window seat, and when I got there, I saw a maybe 7-year-old boy sitting in there next to his father, who was about 50, in the aisle seat. The opposite row also had his mother and his sister sitting there. Although this happened less than 24 hours ago, I was exhausted, so I really don't remember the conversation word for word. I pointed towards my seat, and the father asked me if I would mind swapping so that they could sit together and that their seat is in the row behind us. I said that I would only swap if the seat that he was giving me was an aisle seat as well. Then I said I wouldn't swap, and the following conversation happened. The dad: so do you want to sit next to my son then? Me: I don't care, I just want the window seat. Dad: standing up and getting his son up: you are a very nice person. I mean, not a very nice person. How old is this guy? What the fuck? The dad's fucking me. It's none of your business, and you should be polite. I'm not referring to being polite. I told him something and then said, and behave yourself. I just stood there looking at him dead serious. I think he was trying to shame me initially, but he didn't respond anything else to that. His wife was watching this whole time. When somebody in the row behind saw it, he offered to swap and sat next to me so that they eventually would sit next to each other. For all I care, they could have sat 20 rows apart or even booked a new flight. I have zero investment in this or their reasons. They can ask and I can say no, and that should be the end of it in my opinion. I didn't like it that they basically pulled a fait accompli when trying to swap with me. A fait accompli? That's what they fucking put. I don't even know what that is either.
Yeah, it sounds like some weird Latin phrase.
It does.
Only douchebags would use a no.
If they care.
I'm already getting an opinion of this 29-year-old asshole.
I don't think he's the asshole.
He is.
If they care that much, they can book their seats in advance like everyone else does. I didn't have a good reason why I needed the window seat, except I like it and I don't like the aisle seat.
There it is. I didn't have a good reason.
But he booked himself the window seat.
I understand. Look, I get the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and finish.
That was it.
That was okay. Look, I understand the idea, the principle behind it.
Right.
It's the same thing at a movie theater.
Yeah.
Where you prepay, pre-select.
Yeah.
These are the seats I got.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I want to sit.
Right.
But I'll tell you what. That's a mentality. It's not a practical issue and doesn't make a difference because I can't tell you how many movies I've been to with HR where the fucking theater is 90% empty. I still sat in my assigned seat that I paid for.
Right.
I couldn't have gone anywhere else. It wouldn't have made.
Yeah.
And honestly, it wouldn't have made a difference on how I enjoyed the movie.
Right.
If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have liked it no matter where I sat.
Right.
Things like this, when it's a kid and the dad, like I personally, I would be like, fine. Like, especially.
Oh, I don't.
For 70 minutes. It's an hour and 10 minutes. Who gives a shit?
Because if you're flying as a family, you should plan ahead of time. Yeah, but your lack of planning is not my fault.
Sometimes it's not always that easy. Yeah. Sometimes people book so far in advance that you can't get them all together, even if you are a couple of weeks in advance. I mean, you never know. My point is, the question is this guy an asshole for doing that? Kind of.
I don't think so.
Look, it's not that he's required.
Right.
I want to make this clear.
Right.
There's no rule that says you've got to do that. There's no penalty if you want to be rude.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed. It's not illegal, right? But I do think it makes you a bit of an asshole if it's really not putting you into any real inconvenience. And I'm being serious, if you needed to stretch your leg out, or if you were a frequent bathroom goer, like, look, I need the aisle because I get up 10 times, even in 70 minutes, it's different. It just sounds like he was cranky. Sorry, I was tired. Okay, he was cranky and he decided to become an asshole. So I'm sorry. I mean, say what you're going to say, but I'm giving him 4.5.
I'm going 0. As a person who has said no to people asking me to move for their children, I hate when that happens. I really do. Like, that's one thing I really hate about flying. And I don't know, like it may be that they couldn't get the seats on time. It just always seems like, oh, they didn't want to pay the extra amount, or they're just hoping someone's going to switch with them.
No, people like that.
Exactly.
I'll tell you the other difference too. If I was flying alone, I wouldn't care. If I was flying with someone, I also may not be, because I don't want to separate myself.
Oh, see, no, me alone, all of that, fuck no. If it's just because you have a kid and you don't want to sit, then you should have, then go sit over there with the kid. Make them come sit in front of me. Make the other person go. I don't like this. I don't like when parents do this. I don't like kids, but I don't like when parents do this. This is my biggest trigger on flights.
What would you rather do? Give up your seat or sit next to the kid?
I sit next to the kid.
Even though you don't like kids?
Yep, I have to stand on it now.
You know what's going to happen? That kid's going to like poke you all
and
the
I'm going to beat the fuck out of the kid.
Saying, please, hey, can we play a game?
And then just one
can you color with me?
I would prefer not to sit with the kid.
Me too.
I'll say not to.
I would stand on it. I'd be like, no, the kid could sit here then. That's fine. I'll sit with your kid.
No, see,
how about that?
So there's an old saying, principles before personalities. In other words, I understand principally what you're saying, right? And I understand that there's a point, like you pay, okay. I just look at things more practically. Like, you know what? I'm not going to also be uncomfortable and sit next to this kid that I don't know with a fucking runny nose and sticky fingers or whatever. You know what? You have it.
See, I've mastered down that stare to kids that will make them know, like, don't talk to me, don't look at me. So it wouldn't be uncomfortable to me.
That's a different kind of fear.
Just look. Exactly. Kids need that sometimes. And I've mastered that. So kids won't be fucking with me. So, yeah.
Okay.
No, see, I would have been like talking to the kid the whole time.
Absolutely. It depends. I like some kids. Like, I can talk to some kids. Some of them are fucking interesting. I really like weird kids. Like, I like the kids who just start talking about random shit. I love, like, kids with autism and they have like a special, I fucking love talking to kids like that. Tell me why you love dinosaurs. Like, I love shit like that.
See, that would drive me crazy.
But see, I can't stand regular kids because those are the annoying ones.
Okay. So I'm not a huge fan of like 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds either. Even my own, like, I didn't really want to hang out with them at that point, Well, I take that back. My own kids are different, but generally. But at this point, if I'm like 53-year-old Eric, and I'm telling you, this is a 70-minute flight, honestly, I wouldn't care. I really wouldn't, especially if the seat's comparable. Now, if it was like you need to sit in the middle, like no, because that's more. It's not about the kid.
Right.
I hate the middle seat. HR will tell you. I don't even ask nicely. I should, but I don't. I just assume.
Right.
She knows that I'm not sitting.
Yeah, this is why I'm not going on a really long flight with you ever again.
Darn. All right.
I'll tell you what, the next really long flight, I'll get this business class.
There you go. Exactly. Business class. Oh.
No, for me.
Oh.
And then that way she doesn't have to sit in the middle. She can sit in the regular. I'll tell you, listen, that's actually smart for people. My dad had friends that did this, and I did that later myself. It's fucking smart. Well, they would travel. So, like, say they were going to Israel.
Yeah.
Like a 14-hour flight. They would buy one economy ticket and
switch?
one business
class. Oh, you switch, yeah.
And they would, 7 hours in, they would just switch.
Yeah.
You know what? It cost half as much.
Yeah.
They each got a reasonably good period of time to rest and relax. They only had to put up with the shitty part for half a flight. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Last one?
Last one.
Am I the ass? You
1.5 dingleberries, and I'm giving him a 2 on the Feldman. I forgot the Feldman.
I'm going 0. I don't think he's the asshole. I'm going 10. I don't think it's shameless either for not getting it.
Okay.
All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to switch seats with my girlfriend on a plane to make her more comfortable?
No.
He's going to agree, and you will disagree. So, this past weekend, I, 23 male, and my girlfriend, Julie, 24 female, took a weekend trip.
It's a real name, too.
It is.
It's fucked up. Sorry.
We're both students, so we had to budget where we could.
This is the type of fuck up where, like, the guy says, "Yo, Lucinda, I don't know how that happened. I was pulling out."
Exactly.
Right? Like,
exactly.
But okay.
We're both students, so we had to budget where we could. So we bought basic economy tickets, and I just took whatever seats they assigned us. They were both middle seats, which was expected. But when we boarded the plane home, it was obvious that one seat was much better than the other. Julie was assigned a seat between a morbidly obese man who was spilling into her seat and a woman on her other side who wasn't huge but was still quite big. My seat was next to 2 normal-sized people. The thing is, I'm pretty big. I'm 6'5" and 220 pounds with broad shoulders. Julie isn't tiny herself. She's 5'10" and 165. That woman is fucking skinny.
Yeah, that's very
5'10" and 165 is fucking insane, but okay. But obviously, she's much smaller than me. Julie immediately asked if we could switch seats, to which I said no. I knew Julie would be uncomfortable in the seats, but I don't even think I could fit between the two passengers on either side of her.
All right, so that's reasonable.
Right.
Yeah.
After some arguing back and forth, Julie sighed and went to her seat. I thought it wasn't a big deal, but Julie was very cold to me when we landed. I offered to get us dinner on the way out, but she said her back hurt from the flight and that she wanted to lay down.
By the way, no, it didn't. That's her.
It probably did.
No.
These fat people, she probably was sitting like this the whole time.
That was her nice way of saying, Billy,
fuck off.
You're not getting shit. You're not hitting anything this weekend. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go from my back hurts.
Yeah.
My back hurts. Now I got a headache. I'm so uncomfortable.
Exactly.
I can't ride. All right. I can't. No. That's it. That's what's happening. Billy. Okay. And this is why I would give her my seat.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
okay. I got the hint that she was upset about the seating arrangement. I told her it wasn't a big deal in the grand scheme of things, and it was only a 2-hour flight. And it's better her than me because she's smaller. That didn't help. Like that, I don't know what he thought he was accomplishing.
Yeah, I was on your side until then.
Thank you. Exactly. That same night, I went to hang out with some of our mutual friends. Julie had originally planned on coming with too, but she did not come to this. They asked where Julie was, and I told them that she was upset with me. When I told them why, the general consensus was that I should have switched seats with her because it was the chivalrous thing to do. Though some people agreed Julie was overreacting. They said it wasn't about who was bigger, it was about me protecting my girlfriend. Now, I kind of feel like a dick, and I feel like I should apologize. Was I wrong for not switching seats with Julie?
Oh, you're definitely wrong to say better than you than
exactly. That's the part where he was a dick. Okay?
This Billy has the most Mordo vibes.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
It's not even that. Can we just switch seats? Nope.
Sorry.
My back hurts.
Better than you, man. Yeah. Better you than me. It's not a big deal.
Sucks to be you.
Get over it. Exactly. That's literally the vibe he's getting. Get over it. It's not that big of a deal. And it's like, bro, see, and Jen was on his side until that comment.
I was on your side, Billy, because you're a big dude, and you probably wouldn't have fit very well between those two people. But now you're being a dick about it.
Guess what else he's not fitting into?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Because of this.
Exactly.
And this is why Eric would be like, fuck it. See?
Oh, you would not.
Okay,
no, you wouldn't. Exactly.
Excuse me. Everything I do, I weigh the benefit versus the burden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If this were a 2-night stay for like a business meeting, it's different. Okay. If this is like a little vacation or romantic weekend, and I realize if I piss her off that I'm going to end up jerking off in the bathroom all weekend, no. Babe, take the fucking...
You wouldn't have taken that middle seat for anything.
Let me ask you a question.
Well, they were both middle seats.
Hold on.
No, I'm just meant like for our flight.
I know. Let me ask you a question. Okay? You know me very, very well at this point. If the vibe was, if I don't get this seat from you, you're not getting shit from me.
Oh, okay. So basically you're telling me that I'm being too accommodating.
Bingo.
And I need to be bitchier.
Bingo. That's exactly what he said.
I didn't say that because
you're giving me a lesson.
That's not your personality. I'm just saying the bro code. Okay, you weigh the benefit versus the burden.
She's a Sagittarius. That is her.
I'm just saying.
Her reaction. Yeah, you just messed up there.
No, I'm not Billy.
No, you said her.
No, I'm just saying.
You said it's not her personality. Well, she's going to show you it is.
No, it's not. She's not like that. She's far too kind and sweet or anything like that. Point here I'm making is Billy is not really the asshole, but he kind of screwed himself. Okay.
Yeah.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the back hurting, her back doesn't fucking hurt. I mean, no more than it would have in the other seat too. Because middle seats are middle seats. Like the fat guy next to you doesn't fuck your back up.
No, okay? But she was probably like, sitting kind of upright. Because if fat guy here, fat lady here.
Because that happens to me if I'm on a Southwest flight and I don't board early. And by the way, what I do, and I legit do this, I get my seat and I fucking put my arms on both armrests until we're ready to take off. I don't move them. I'm done. I got to put my earbuds in. I buckle my seatbelt. I sit there with my arms on each armrest. So that way I don't lose my space. Mm-hmm. Fuck them.
Okay.
That's why I
paid.
Do
you pee on it too?
No.
Right.
To mark your territory?
Right.
No, but that's why I pay the extra $30.
Oh, okay.
To get on first or board in the first 15.
So what are we rating Billy?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I don't know that he's a huge asshole.
Right.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, you're a moderate asshole.
Yeah,
Really.
maybe
I'm gonna
2.
go 2.5. Yeah.
And I don't even think it's a huge Feldman issue. But if we had a scale of stupidity,
The Feldman came in the comment.
well,
It's better than you than me. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Get over it.
Yeah.
But yes, that was kind of a dickish thing to do or say, and a little bit shameless. But I also kind of agree in the sense that if he really is a larger guy, okay, he's just maybe.
No,
my thing is, I don't think he's big wide. I think he's big long, and that wouldn't have fucking mattered in both seats because he's 6'5". So he's tall as shit.
That is tall.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like she's also tall. She's 5'10".
Well, but even if he's tall, and because taller people even have broad shoulders, if he's next to 2 fucking porkers and he's in the middle, he's going to be all fucked up. And
that's true.
I get it. But if we were to create a stupidity scale, right, then Billy would land somewhere high on that scale, right? Yeah. He fucked his whole weekend up. And that's my point. Sometimes you just got to take the hit.
Yeah.
Okay, Billy, sometimes you just got to take the hit. Unless you're traveling with your cringy sister-in-law, then you can stand on your business, and that's okay.
Also, though, like, they're right. Like, that is, like, the man thing to do. Like, your girlfriend's asking you to, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but.
What if she's not demure?
It doesn't matter if she's demure. Like, my thing is, as her boyfriend, like, you should have taken the seat. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but I just feel like that.
Do we need to stop for pizza rolls on the way home? Do we have any?
What? I think we have some.
Okay. I don't need a lot, but I'm
I thought you wanted Jack in the Box tacos.
No, that was just making the poopy joke. Because if you look at the inside of a Jack in the Box taco.
I know, but they're good, and I hate that. I hate that shit so much.
They're so fucking good, though.
They are. Their French toast is too, and I fucking hate that.
Okay, you know what's funny? I used to love the Burger King French toast sticks. I thought they were so good.
Yes.
Nobody else liked them. Everyone's like, oh my God, they suck. No, they don't.
People say that about the Jack in the Box, and I will stand on it that they're good.
Oh, they're tacos. But HR is right. I can't get those DoorDash and then come like lukewarm or cold. I got to get them right.
Yeah, you have to get them there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that means I actually have to go to a Jack in the Box, sit down, order it, which I'll do if I'm that much in the mood. But
should we have menu tacos in the morning tomorrow? There's a Jack in the Box on my way in.
No, I can't eat them in the morning. Oh. Plus, I have an 8:30 hearing telephonic, and then I got another one at 10.
Oh, never mind.
So,
I was like, now you know our schedule, audience.
Because I stopped at Jack in the Box yesterday to get French toast. That's why I was like,
feel you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's it. All right.
All right. Well, so thank you all again for the likes and the 5-star ratings and subscribing. Please keep it up. I think we'll be able to do another 2 next week.
Yeah.
We're going to get busy, though, towards the end of July. I have some other cases that have some filing deadlines coming up and some motions and other stuff we're going to have to do.
And roll law firm stuff.
Yeah. We actually have to practice law occasionally. So
occasionally.
But having said all that, Hurricane.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at The Bensamic and Firm. Our podcast Instagram is at The Late Podcast. Our Twitter and TikTok's at Bensamic and Firm. You can visit our website at ablawfirm.us or you can email us at info@ablawfirm.us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.